Hello class 5. Today we will read the new chapter 6, that is your adjectives. An adjective is a kind of word that qualifies a noun. It is used to describe a noun or pronoun that goes with it. The function, the work of the adjective is to signify the function of noun and pronoun. For example, the Taj Mahal is made up of white marble. White is adjective. Have you seen the tall animals? That is, tall is adjective. So, as in adjective, we have 6 kinds. So, let us read the adjective of 6 kinds. Adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of numbers, demonstrative adjective, interrogative adjective, possessive adjective. As you all have studied earlier also that about the interrogative noun and possessive noun. Now we will read about the adjective. Okay. Adjectives of quality. Adjectives of quality describes a person, place, animal or thing. These types of adjective also answer the questions. Like example, she is an honest man. Shimla is a nice place. So in the above sentence, both honest and nice tell about the kind of person and place. So this adjective of quality tells the quality of a person or a place or an animal. Now adjective of quantity. What is quantity? Adjective of quantity are used to denote the quantity of nouns. These always answer the questions with how much. Quantity is always considered in how much. There was little milk in the glass. He has much work to do. So little and much tells us about the quantity of milk and work. Okay. Now see the adjective of number. Adjective of numbers are used to denote exact number of nouns. This is very easy. These always answer the questions how many. Sometimes you ask me how many friends you are, how many pencils you have. So it tells about the quantity in numbers. Now for example, the boy has 4 pens. There are 7 days in a week, so 4 and 7 tell us the number of the pen or pencil or days. Now come to demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjective are used to point out and indicate a particular noun or pronoun. For example, this book belongs to him. That girl is very intelligent. These paintings are beautiful. Those glasses are made up of plastic. So these, that and these and those point out the book, girl, painting and glasses. So it demonstrate. What demonstrate means to tell something about, like you are pointing something. Okay. Interrogative adjective. Interrogative adjectives are used to ask questions about nouns or pronoun. For example, which car is yours? Whose pen is this? So which and whose have been used for nouns of car and pen. So they are interrogative adjective. Now possessive adjective. Possessive adjectives are used to tell to whom the noun or pronoun belongs. Like she is reading her book. Invite your friends for the dinner. So her and your are possessive adjectives. It tells about the belongings of the noun and pronoun. Degree of comparison. What is degree of comparison? The 3 degrees of comparison are positive degree and the comparative degree and the superlative degree. So let us read on the next page. So positive degree is used to tell the quality of a person in a simple way. For example, Sumit is a brave soldier. The girl is fat. So it tells about the quality of a person. So see, comparative degree is used to compare two persons, things or place. For example, apples are sweeter than grapes. Here it tells what the comparative degree, it compares between the two things, like apple and grapes are there and apple is sweeter than grapes. So Priya was more graceful than her sister. there are two sisters and Priya was more graceful. So these all tell about the comparative degree because it's comparing between two. Then superlative degree is used to compare more than two person, things or place. For example, this car is the noisiest vehicles in our society. Cheetah is the fastest and land animal. Means noises means the last degree. The superlative. Super means the super means the something very comparable, like noisiest vehicles in a society, fastest land animals. So formation of comparative and superlative degree. Most adjectives form their comparative degree by added er. This is very important, students. Some comparative degrees are adding by er and some are est to the positive degree. So here are some examples of this. Positive degree, comparative degree, tall, taller, short, shorter. These all you all have read in your previous classes also. So go through these examples. These are very easy. So see here on the next page also it's given the positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Wise, wiser, sure, surer, brave, braver. So go through these and we all will be doing the exercises. See on next page, some adjectives do not follow any rule to form their comparative degree and superlative degree. So good, well, better, best, bad, evil, worse and worst, many, more and most, much, more and most, little, less and least, and far, further and furthest. So these are very easy examples. So go through these examples and read the chapter and do the exercises, as these exercises are very easy. And students, it's really request to you all that don't get your work incomplete. And as the worksheet I have given you all, and don't think that it will not come in your exam. So it will going to come in your exam. So please do all complete the exercises, and whatever I taught and whatever I have given in your worksheet, that will only come. Don't get panic in that, and don't think that ma'am has not taught and we have not completed the work. So everything has been completed. So try to do well in your exam. And student, I am also taking this chapter 7 also, verbs. This is one page chapter, so I am continuing with this only in this video only, as your exams are going. So what is verb? Verb is a word or a group of words that shows what someone or something does. It indicates the action, events or states. A verb is the essential part of the predicate of a sentence. For example, an Anmol laughs a lot. The apple is red in color. I worked hard for my exams. So these are the verbs which tells about the actions of the events, someone and something. Like apple is red color. I worked hard for my exam. Anmol laughs a lot. So these are some examples. So there are two kinds of verbs, namely transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. So what the transitive verbs tell you? The verb that have a definite object on which or for which the action is being performed are called transitive verb. So example, Kanika is painting the fence of the park. My brother sang a song. Raj has done his work. So what transitive verbs tells about the definite object on which or for action is being performed. ट्रांजिटिव वर्ब्स बेटा आप लोग को वो बताता है जो जहाँ पे एक्शन परफॉर्म किया गया. लाइक इट, कनिका इज पेंटिंग द फेंस ऑफ द पार्क. कनिका क्या कर रही है? पार्क की फेंसिंग को पेंट कर रही है. देन द ब्रदर सैंग अ सॉन्ग. Raj has done his work. So these are some examples of transitive verbs. Now see intransitive verbs, the verb that show an action but there is no specific object on which the action is being done. Like Kanika is painting right now. My brother sang. Raj is done. So intransitive verbs tells about the no specification of the object. So in the above sentence, the colored verbs painting, sang and done do not have object. So these are called intransitive verbs. Till here, hope you all have understood. This is beta everyone. We are in this video. There is 2 chapters, chapter 6 and 7. Please go through the full video. Very small video for you all, and I will be sending you the worksheet for the both chapter. Now see, auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verbs are the helping verbs which help to form sentences. See, auxiliary are the verbs which help to form the sentence. Like main verbs, all the verbs is another than auxiliary verbs are main verbs. They are of 2 kinds, regular verbs and irregular verbs. See, what is regular verbs? Regular verbs are those verbs whose simple past and past participles are formed by d or ed. These are the regular verbs. So underline this thing. It is very important for you all. Then see, irregular verbs are those verbs whose simple past and past participles are formed in variety of verbs like arise, arose, awake, awoke, bear, bore, be, was, beat, begin, began, bite and bit. So these are the some example of regular verbs and irregular verbs. So go through the examples. It's also given on the next page also. So go through all the example. Chapter is very easy. So beta, do all prepare for your exam, and all the best for your half yearly exam. Do good and write in a good handwriting, because you people are writing very light handwriting, and use cursive writing for writing your grammar and literature portion, and for all the subjects too. Have a good day. All the best for your exams. Take care.